Welcome back to another Wednesday night stream. It's me, your boy, JTV Live. Still got the janky lighting, and my eyes are watering because I just adjusted that light and, like a genius, stared directly into it. And I feel like a bad actor on a soap opera right now. But that's fine. I'm also just crying because I'm just really excited to be playing some more Planet Coaster with you guys. We are back tonight with our remastering of It's a Sure Thing. We this is the park we've been mainly focusing on, but I have a couple ideas. We really need to start expanding over this way, kind of past the spinning coaster, because there's really no reason for guests to come over this way at all other than the spinning coaster and this pool. So I think tonight, since we built some coasters last night, I think tonight I'm gonna work on some water. Did the okay? The game kind of crashed there, but it's fine. We're back now. So I think I'm gonna build a water slide tower here, and a water slide tower here, and then some water slides like here and back over here. And that will help fill out this space a bit, and then also I think I'm gonna have like a runoff here into the pool, some runoffs here into the path, and then some runoffs here and maybe here as well. And hopefully that will just give more people more reason to come over this way. And then also, if we have time, I want to start expanding over this way. We got a flat ride to build here, which I almost think maybe here or maybe here, one of the hammer swings to kind of swing you out over the beach over this way. I think that might be kind of cool. But we're going to start with the water slide towers first, which so we're going to go into Flumes and create custom. And I think we'll do, what are we missing? We don't really have any mat slides. Would a mat slide make sense over here? Actually, yeah. In a way. Would there be any way? No, there's nowhere for a path to connect. I feel like we also need to fill out this space here, but all of those like tiny touches of like just filling out dead space, I feel like I'll probably do like all at once at the very end. In kind of like preparation for the final showcase of this park when it's actually finished. I think we'll just start with a regular inner tube slide. Play it safe. You know what? No, we don't play it safe here. We're going to do a mat slide. Play it risky. I think I'll put it... I'll probably put it like here. No, I have an idea for a family tube slide that we'll do later. Yeah. There. Okay, frame rate is going a little crazy. This park is very packed with things. Oh. How many guests do we have? Only 3,000. I don't know why this park is so glitchy. We might just have to reload. It was probably because I was like clicking off and moving shit. And also I have a browser window minimized because Cyberpunk... Uh-oh. I don't know how long ago, but Cyberpunk updated, and the problem with Cyberpunk updating is I have, obviously, if any of you know anything about me, I obviously have like 30 mods for Cyberpunk. Not 30, I have like 80. I don't know why I undersold it so hard. And so I need to go through and update all of those, and I have all of them open, like all of the ones that need updating. It's like 20 of them. So I just have like a browser with 20 Nexus tabs minimized in the background. So that's probably also not helping the frame rate, but we live and we deal. Don't we, gamers? We live and we deal. Three. Okay. You know it's bad when the slide texture has just completely broken. Did I leave room for a second one? Yeah, we can put a second one here. And this one needs to be wide. That's a pretty good speed. Okay. Like 5. It does need to be going up so it doesn't just launch the guests. I might have built this way too tall. Which I totally did. I can fix it. Oh, what? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. This is what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is not aimed properly. Uh-oh. Hold on. Easy fix. Easy fix. 60. Then 1. Yo, what's up, Robo? How are you doing? I'm sorry I missed your message last night. I hope you were still around when I noticed that I missed your message. It got buried in, was it, fuck, I can't remember anybody's name. Unless I'm looking at it. Laird, that's who it was. It got buried in Laird's messages. Which, it's always funny to say his name because it sounds like a real... Like, Laird is a name that people have, but... Laird Thrills is just like... It's a mouthful, you know? To say all the time. What you been up to? How's your hump day going? Any camels? How old are those commercials now at this point? They're so old, I don't even remember what fucking insurance company or whatever it was even promoting. Yo, you went to Knott's Berry Farms? I am wildly jealous. I've always wanted to go. How was that? I was in LA like years ago when I was like 15. My dad had a conference in San Francisco, and then since I'd always wanted to go to California, I met him there when it was over, and we like spent the weekend together. But I tried to convince him to go to Knott's Berry Farms, or to take me to Knott's Berry Farms, and he was like, no, I do not want to spend my time in this beautiful state at a fucking theme park. Which, like, totally fair, but I was... Clearly, I'm still not over it. If I still remember it 11 years later, I clearly am still not over it. Managed to go on a lot of big rides, Ghost Rider, Silver Bullet, all of those things. Nice. Yeah, Knott's Berry Farm seems super rad. I don't know. I remember, gosh, I don't even know what year it was. It had to have been like, it had to have been late 2000s, like 2009, 2008, 2009. But there was a show on, I feel like, it was Cartoon Network. Like back, there was like this weird period where Cartoon Network is like, hey guys, we could do live action stuff too. It's not just Disney and Nickelodeon, hoopty-doopty. And they had like a bunch of random ass like live action shows on Cartoon Network. Some of which I actually remember being decent for what they were. But I was also like 8, so who fucking knows. But they had this one show where it was like a quiz game show that was filmed on the roller coasters at Knott's Berry Farms, which obviously I was like super fucking into. I don't remember what it was called. I feel like it was called, I think it was called Head Rush. Hold on, I need to find this. I don't know what Googling Head Rush is gonna pull up, but Head Rush TV show. I feel like that's what it was called. I gotta find this. Think of going to Magic Mountain in the spring, not in the summer. That's probably a good time to go, honestly. No, Head Rush was a show with Carrie Byron from Mythbusters that I didn't remember until just now. That's so. Oh, what was it called? Hold on. Roller Coaster Quiz Show 2000s. What was this? What was this? Brain Rush. I was close. Holy shit. Yeah, this is what it was. It was called Brain Rush. Hold on, I got the Wikipedia up. Let me find an image of this fucking show. This is wild. Oh, yo, they got full episodes on YouTube. Hold on, I need to see what network this aired on. Images. Or no, take me back to the Wikipedia. What network was this on? Brain Rush is a live-action game show. Cartoon. It was on Cartoon Network. Holy shit. Oh, hold on. Here's the Wikipedia article. Look at this. Look at this 2000s ass poster right here. This is a 2000s ass poster. Also known as Brain Rush, stylized with the dollar. It was on Boomerang? Oh no, the Boomerang. Okay. Yeah, here's the rides. It was Boomerang, Silver Bullet, and then Accelerator. Oh, that's so... I haven't thought about this show in so long. Hold on, I gotta pull this up. Let me pop this out real quick. Look at this. Look at the aspect ratio, bro. I wonder what Lamorne Morris is up to now. This is insane. But oh my gosh, they were doing like the MTV shit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look. This is so deranged. This is a show that only could have come out in 2010. This only could have come out in 2010. This never would have come out at any other time. A perfume or a food? This is so stupid. This is so dumb. I love this. How do you not know? Come on, girl. And then they like eliminated people, and then they were on Silver Bullet. It's actually like not a bad concept for a show, all things considered. But the fact that it aired on Cartoon Network and not like Nick Gas, I think really really hurt it. I think it should have been on like Disney XD. But anyway, that was Brain Rush for the 2000s. Go check it out. Apparently they have full episodes on YouTube. It was completely unhinged. But very, very funny. Let's test this guy out. We'll fix the color eventually. Gotta move that tree. That's really fun. I feel like that is a very realistic little mat coaster. So we're gonna move you here. Gotta make room. Gotta make room. We'll move you. Should be fine right here. Yeah, because you're laying down. It all depends on... Alright, and then if I do this, then this. Yeah! Okay. Then... I'm gonna go into Flumes, grab another mat. Just take me directly to this. Boom. Right here. Boom. Nice. Uh-oh. This might be an issue with clearance. Oh, no. We're totally good. This just creates a great, like, head chopper effect. That's all that really does. Oh. Check. Yep. Nice. Nice. That lines up fairly well. Then... like this. Beast! That's Giga Beast, although also not lined up properly. I don't remember what angles we had these things at, but that's okay. This should be lined up properly now. Okay. Now this is where it gets kind of... Okay. Maybe we can do kind of like cheese it a bit. This needs to be lower, so if we just make it come like this... Yeah. It's like 5 up. Be a little less. Boom. And by 2. Just like that. Oh. Where are we? Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Nope. Where are we? Here we are. Bam. And then... Whoa! I forgot there was the roller coaster there. Oh, that was so funny. Just like a random surprise from some guests. Nice. All right. Now what do we want to theme these off after? It's kind of in this tropical beachy section. Oh. Big brain idea. We'll theme it to the east and west coast. So we'll get colors. Here we go. This will be our color palette for the first roller coaster. Open image new tab, and then uh, then um, images. Oh, this is big brain. This is big brain what I'm doing. Yeah, yeah. Open image new tab, and then I'll pull these up for you guys so you can see what I'm cooking. All right, these are both very low quality images, but that's fine. I just need them for the color palette. So, after I'm done watching this stream, we go play from Forsaken on Roblox. I cannot condone the playing of Roblox, but I can condone having fun. So I hope you have fun. All right, so I got this Los Angeles postcard here, and then this Miami postcard here. So, oops, that does not help. Here we go. And then I'm gonna have it like here, so I can kind of see it on my second monitor as well. Okay, so we've got East Coast, West Coast. So obviously the right side will be East Coast, so this one will be Miami colored. And I'm just gonna have to pull these up on my second monitor, but you guys saw it. So we got Miami colored. So let's see. Colors. So we've got this nice, I want like a nice neon pink. So like here, yeah, that's a nice Miami Vice pink. And we need a nice like saturated but light teal, like a more blue shifted. Yeah, like right there. And we need a yellow, a very saturated yellow. This I feel like needs to be darker. Yeah. And this can be like a green. Say halfway between the two. Maybe this should just be the pink again. Yeah, this reads. I read this as Miami. Sure. Oh no, it needs purple. It needs purple, and then instead of this yellow, more pink. Yeah, that reads way more like the retro wave Miami. I don't know anything about Miami. But that's okay. All right, so now we've got that, and then this will be our Los Angeles color guide. So mainly orange. Orange is gonna be our main color. Orange. Orange. But we need it to be more of like a sandy. Yeah. There. And actually, before I forget, I'm gonna rearrange the order of these colors. So we're gonna make... We'll just make the supports a dark green. It doesn't fit with the actual ride, but it blends with the foliage, and that's what I care more about. And then we're gonna rearrange this color. So this purple is gonna be the new pink, and then this pink, no, this pink is gonna be the new purple. Bam. That way we have a nice singular line of pink, and then this is not going to be pink, or this is not going to be orange. This is going to be orange. This orange. Yep. All right, and then we need this like Sierra Nevada kind of purpley blue here. So like here, but more blue shifted. Yeah, right there. And then we need this nice kind of like sunset yellow. Boom. I like that. I think it's fun. It's different. I don't think it's like the most fantastical color scheme, and there's probably like a colorist or artist out there like screaming at the palette, but I feel like it vaguely Eads. Sorry, I was gonna say evoked and then changed it to reads at the last second. I feel like it reads East Coast, West Coast close enough. Maybe not like intuitively, but if you look at the name of the rides, I feel like it's like, oh, okay, yeah, East Coast, West Coast. I get it. So we'll let those guys test, and then we will place the entrance. We will place it right. Actually, yeah, we'll place it right here. And then I got really scared there for a second, but it's fine. All right, cool. Now we can open these. And I'm actually gonna sync these two. Where's add ride sync. Confirm. Open. Hell yeah. And those look great. Very unobtrusive. Don't really block out the views. And if we throw some more trees and shit down here, along with the other slides, I think it will really work out. Oh, okay, cool. I got scared that the sink had broken. Let's go to the next flume. Now we'll build a tube. Now we will build a tube. I think I'll build it right here. And it's broken, but that's okay. I'm gonna throw this here. I think I would like to have it come, if I can get it, come swing out over there. Just for safety's sake. Here. What are the G's? 2 G's. That's not too bad. I feel like that's a lot for a slide, actually, thinking about it. This slide is mainly about speed and flying up these walls. And running up that hill. Yo, what's up, Hammer360? How are you doing tonight? I hope your hump day is going well. I don't like how that interacts with this, of course. Okay, we're not that high up the wall over here. I did 23. It's going good. That's good to hear. I feel like there's too many days until there's still like too many days until the weekend for Wednesdays to go terribly. Like Wednesday's one of those days that you want to be kind of chill. I feel like with Mondays, you're already kind of like going in expecting the day to kind of suck. So when it does, it's not like a huge bummer. Because you're like, I mean, it's Monday. Were you expecting the day to be awesome? I mean, maybe if you're unemployed. But even then, you trade in the stress of a Monday for the stress of being unemployed, I guess. I don't know how this is gonna work. Okay, that is way too far. Also, way too left. Or, yeah, way too left. Needs to be more right. Sorry for that long pause. My brain was going through like 8 different iterations of a right versus left joke, and then I decided none of them were worth it. I literally like went through like 5 or 6 different versions of the same joke and couldn't find a good way to pull it off. Sure. I mean, I feel like that's definitely going to create some problems. Am I able to just like... Am I able to just move it? Looks like I can. Okay, no, I can't. I can't just move it. Dude, I fucking agree. I should have more subs, honestly. You tell me about it, bro. Preaching to the choir. But thank you. I appreciate it. I try my best, you know? Like, I wish the color wasn't broken on this slide. It kind of bums me out. You need to move here. I said this last night, but these plants are like obnoxiously large. Like, they look cool, so I like using them, and they fill up... They're a great way to fill up dead space, but still, they're just like so obtrusive. This guy could be bigger. All right, you can be open. Even though your colors are broken, there's no reason you need to stay closed. I do want to ride it, though. Whoa. Whoa. Dude, I don't know what it... I don't know what it is about this color, but this color triggers me. This, we can't load the texture color really triggers me. I don't know. There's something about it is just so ugly. Like, it's not quite beige, but then it's not quite yellow. And then it's not like it looks like it should be one of 5 different colors, but it's not, and that upsets me. But that's not relevant to anything. All right, let's leave it gone. Oh, let's go. Okay, it's gone. I am no longer upset. How long have you been working on this? This park? I think it's been about... When did I start this? It's been like a couple months. Not a couple months. It's been like, yeah, about 2 months. But that 2 months is only working on it like basically 2 hours a week. So 2 hours a week, 2 to 4 hours a week over like 10 weeks probably. So about 30 hours, I would say. 30 to 40, between 30 to 40 hours is probably how long I've been working on this park. But yeah, it's been a long time coming, and there's still so many there's like so many little details I need to add and like dead space I need to fill. Like I still need to theme this guy. Right now it's just this fence that I have on the outside. That's the only, and I painted it. That's the only theming. Um there's a lot of stuff like that, but most of those little touches I'm probably going to go in and do like at the last second. And that will be like before I do like a final showcase stream of this part. That's usually how I do it with stuff like that. Especially like a lot of those smaller touches, I'm kind of like making it up as I go along. So it doesn't really make for great stream content because it's kind of hard to have the two parts of my brain working out once. But like with nights like tonight, it's a lot easier because I kind of had a plan of what I wanted to do going in. Last night I really struggled because that was the first time I worked on that park in so long, and I didn't get a chance to like pre-visit it. But yeah, I already have about like probably 400 hours in this game in total. So I've been putting a lot of time. And there's like a bunch of parks that I'm working on offline as well that I'll probably show off once they're finished. I have like two categories of parks. I have my on-stream parks, and then I have my offline parks, which are parks that are more like experimental or have like a less specified theme. It's hard to market a Planet Coaster stream for a park that has like is just generically themed. Okay, I like this so far. Actually, this. Shit. Dude, these fucking Brazil nut trees or whatever they are, it's so hard to build around. Okay, it just needs to be like dot wider. There we go. I like doing these more scenic slides, especially in a theme park, because I feel like these types of slides you usually only see on like cruise ships or at like resorts and stuff. So I think having them inside of a theme park is a fun idea. Then I'll probably have this come out right along with these guys. Just down a tad. Then have it shoot. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see how this baby goes. And high speed through the trees, over the pool, right over the cliff edge. I love it. I love it. Great view at the end, too. Dude, this is a goated slide tower. Also, I didn't really try to do this, but it's very unobtrusive with the views, which is usually very hard to do with slide towers, at least in my experience. Like, especially over here, like, they're so in the way a lot of the times. But I'm happy with how this one came out. And I think that's enough slides on this one. I think 4 should be plenty. So I think we can move on to this side. And we're going to do something different, I think, for this side. We're going to do... I want to plan this flume. So I want to do a family flume. And I would like to have it come kind of down, do some twists, and hang over here. I would like to have it come down this way and end coming down here. Because this is like some cool terrain that it would be a shame to just leave empty. And we could have a slide come down here, twist, and end right here. So if I want that to happen, then the entrance for the slide is going to need to be here. So the actual platform needs to be like here. As far as how tall, I'd like it to be a little taller than that one. Maybe. Or slightly lower. So we can make use of, we can take advantage of the launch, like the water launch. I think that's perfect right here. We'll have to move this tree, obviously, but we need to place it here for the entrance. What special pieces do we have? Okay, so a lot of the same. And we also have these big bowl pieces. Which I could find use for these, maybe. This is the only ride type that has it, so... Maybe if we do, like, this. Yo! What's up, Shakatar? Welcome, welcome. I hope your Wednesday's going well. Playing Mario Maker 2 while watching this? Hells yeah, dude. I haven't thought about Mario Maker in a while. I never owned it myself, but... Dude, I miss the days... I might be the only one nostalgic for this, but I miss the days of just watching fucking Game Grumps playing that game for hours on end. And then they had to go and get involved with Creator Clash and leave a sour taste in everybody's mouth. After doing such a good job avoiding drama. RIP. Uh-oh, is that a good okay in all caps or a bad okay in all caps? An okay in all caps could really go either way. It could either just be like a standard acknowledgement or it could be like a, okay, fuck the Game Grumps. Fuck you. It is good. Okay, cool. I assumed, but you never know. I think it's too much of a drop. Yeah, I think just like a standard. Just like a little whoop. And let's make sure that it's not flying off the edge here. I don't think it will be. That's solid. That might be too tight. Don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it, don't say it, don't think it. Okay. Sorry. I had to prevent myself from making the most obvious joke of all fucking time. Sometimes it's fun to make the most obvious joke of all time, but if you do it all the time, then you're just like weird. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do what I want with this. I don't think I have enough speed for what I want. And I don't mean velocity. I do mean methamphetamine. Okay. YouTube, that's a joke. It's a bit. It's what we like to call a goof. Please don't age restrict this video because I mentioned methamphetamine twice. Yo, welcome back, Hammer360. All right. I like. Having glass floor here is kind of unnecessary. If you overuse the glass flume, it kind of loses its wonder and purpose, you know? You don't want to overuse the flume. And this will be way more exciting if and when I put another roller coaster down here. Damn! These don't despawn right away? I would have assumed these despawned way quicker. That's... It's really funny, actually. I never noticed that. I went too far down. I dug too greedily and too deep. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. I'm always doing better when I'm playing Planet Coaster and not at work. So, I'm happy. I'm chilling. Boom. Based. Now we go here. Oh, that's a different color. And I want it to be fast. I want it to be fast. I want you to be zooming up this. Is this cool? I can't tell if this is cool. I think if I do this, it will be cool. I might be overdoing this coaster. It is very, very possible to overdevelop one of these coasters. Or, not coaster. I mean, I guess this is kind of a water coaster at this point. But it's so insanely easy to overdevelop these rides. And I always feel like I'm riding that line. I'm not always the best at riding that line well. I think Kind of wish this was over here. I might do that. Like, come back and redo these supports going around this lighthouse. Just because, like, we have all this natural rock face here. It's kind of dumb to have... Dumb and unrealistic to have these vertical supports like this. Yeah, Robo, where you at? Yo, Crazy Emma! What's up? Long time no chat. How have you been? I'm guessing you've been busy. It has been a minute. Okay, so here's the problem. I don't have enough height to get back to the pool, and I do not want to have to do another one of these upwards launches. Maybe this is what I do. This is what I do. This is what we do. Like this. And then right back to it. Okay, so that means this can go a bit higher then. So my worry is I'm gonna turn this into a beach, and I don't want like a big ass, ugly, obtrusive flume just up in the sky, putting up views. Been very busy between food truck events and celebrating birthdays. It's been crazy. Well, hey, both of those things sound fun. That sounds like good busy. I mean, busy is busy, obviously, but it's good to be good busy. This. Maybe we do it like this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, hell yeah. This is what we do. And then here, we do the second riser. And it also prevents that beach's view from being super obstructed by slide. And we also get to use this bit, which is what we wanted to do. And we will obviously be calling this coaster Baja Blast once it's finished. Right now, just get it ready for the crowd. Get it up a bit speed. It was probably it wasn't 2 months ago. It was probably like a month ago. Park's looking good, thank you. W name, I think it fits the coaster too. Not the coaster, shit, the water coaster. I think it is a water coaster. It fits the ride too. I've definitely named something else Baja Blast, but that is not in this park. So it's a name that I like to save for when it's like properly applicable. And I feel like this one, it's in the trees. I'll color it a different color, obviously. And then I think we can call it Baja Blast. And we're definitely going to have to do some terraforming, but it's unfortunate, but we're gonna have to, just because we're not gonna be able to make this way. It needs to be going down. It's too flat up here. I think we can get away with like some light turns. I think like right here. Okay. Emma, crazy Emma, I need you to understand something. Going from Harry Styles to Youngblood is a lateral move, all right? No shade to either of those artists, but that is a lateral move, all right? That is totally a lateral move. It's like being like, don't worry, you won't hear me talk about, you won't hear me talk about the Strokes anymore, all right? You won't hear me talk about the 1975 anymore, all right? I started listening to this band called the Strokes, and it's like totally different. That was a terrible ass comparison. I had a better one in my head and then forgot the other half of it, and it just fell apart. I should have done a Strokes and Killers thing, but that's okay. It's like, oh, I won't talk about the Killers anymore. Don't worry. I started listening to the Strokes. That's totally different. Oh, that's so hot. All right, we need to do a lot of clearance fixing. So you are now going to live right here next to your pine tree brother. And you are now going to be oh, you're outside of this group. Okay, that's fine. You are now going to live right here. Isn't that awesome? And I'm going to align to surface, turn that off. You are now going to live, my big obtrusive buddy are going to live over here where you can be obtrusive no longer. You are going to go right here. Then you guys just need to be moved a tad. You're not like fully in the way, but okay, these are all part of a different... A lot of these plants are not part of the same senior group, unfortunately. I don't know why that is. Put that here. Here. Just casually adds more British people to playlist. The test dummies is the one bleed. These poor test dummies are... These test dummies in this game have probably been through more things than Buster from Mythbusters. I've seen a few Let's Game It Out videos that would actually imply the guests have probably been through more than Buster from Mythbusters. They've been through a lot. Okay. Move this out of the way. Alright, that's right. These are different. Okay. You are now going to live right over here, giving shade to the lovely guests. You guys here are now going to live over here. You're going to live here. You guys are just going to... Why is this not pushing? There we go. Hell yeah, dog. And then this needs to be right here. Alright, that's this part cleared. Now we need to come up here. Push. Make it small. Yeah, that's super fun. And we could I'll probably add some more like underbrush and some rocks up here as well. What else did we need to remove? Oh, this guy, you still needed to be rotated. Right there. Nice. And then now we delete it. And we pray for color. We got it, baby. All right. Now I feel like we can test it out. Without me wanting to die from the ugly not beige. Oh. Gotta move those plants. Whoa, here's the first launch. An epic glass tunnel right out over the ocean. And then another lift. Whoa. Hell yeah. That was rad. Oh, happy early birthday, Emma. Ooh, a cat cafe. That sounds rad. And I also feel like that would just be really smelly. You'll have to tell me how it is, because I'm kind of curious. I feel like cat cafe seems like one of those things that could go either way, you know, where like it could be really cute and fun and awesome, or you get there and it's just like stinky and the cats don't like you. So I'll be curious which of those it is. Having never been to a cat cafe. I feel like there's probably one near me. We got so much weird shit in DC. I would actually be surprised if we didn't have a cat cafe in DC. It's called the Congressional Clubhouse. Zing! Alright. Anyway. That is a joke for, like, 3 people in the world. Great, bam. Let's add our queue. Now you just need to be moved. You to be moved over here. This guy. No, not you. The plant. Yeah. Birthday's on a Tuesday, so maybe I'll join live that day. Don't waste your... I mean, like, obviously I want the views, but... You don't gotta do that. Alright. Unless you want to. Alright. Again, another fairly unobtrusive water slide, all things considered. I really like how it weaves around this without blocking. I think having it come below the lighthouse down here was definitely the right move. I think having it come around here would have just been super blocky and kind of fucked up the sight lines. Whereas now, this has like a nice symmetry kind of with it that I like. So... moving on from that, we're gonna go into flumes. Let's build one of these guys. We haven't built any of these. Where would I have it exit, actually, before I build it? Maybe just the one. Maybe just the one. For now. So now what I gotta do is we gotta design it. We gotta make it look pretty. Sword theme. That is true. That is very true. Crazy Emma. Then we gotta select both, group them, and then now we can really get going. That there. Here. Oh, that's like perfect actually. You are gonna go not quite there. Right there. And I'll deal with all of that later. Then not you. You gonna come right over here. Hell yeah. Okay, so now we go into scenery and get us some of these posts. Probably just 200. It needs to be thick enough to realistically support this flat platform. Or like right here. I mean, I'm gonna tweak it to do this. No, that's not what I wanted to do. S tier scenery? Thank you. Hopefully it will be. That's always the goal. It's not always the result, but it's always the goal. Just for it to look good. And you, I'm gonna replace this guy. Scale 200. Delete. Nice. Maybe it actually would have been better for us to use the other ones. Now this is gonna weirdly... Yeah, see, it's gonna weirdly blend with itself. This one it is then. Actually, no. We're just gonna do it. I need to add a grid piece. Just because I need to have a grid to work off of. Okay. 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 Okay, and then these. Okay, cool. All right, now we have a grid to work off of. And now that we have a grid to work off of, we can use the grid access and actually move this properly. Right there. And then now we just need to fill this gap. Probably with just this guy. 100. Yes. And then based. Okay, so that's half of the framing gone. So now, in theory, I should be able to just... Okay, is that... Sure, that works for me. Okay, cool. So now, these need to be moved down to... Oh no, these just need to be moved up. Here. And once it gets dark in the park, I want to go check our lighting situation. See how well lit everything is. Can't raise it up. Yeah, it's as high as... Okay, so we do need... This we can delete. And then in theory, I should be able to come here. Go here to invisible. I don't know if this is going to work. It's not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, that's perfect. Although I do want to change the colors to a more like jungle wood. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, we'll do the main support structure. It's gonna be, I think I'll use these round posts. Supports. 200 thick enough, or should it be 3? 3 might be too thick. I'm trying to think of what a realistic should be about right, I would imagine. And then looking around, it looks like we might not have any clearance issues. Which is really good, especially because I didn't explicitly plan this build out like that. I planned these slides out with that in mind. Sometimes I remember to do it, but most of the time I do not. I forgot. Here. We're gonna bring this here. Down to here. Okay, and then now we're gonna split the diff. We're gonna just eyeball it. Eyeball and split the diff. Nice. Grab all of these. Why would it do that? Why would it do that to me? Get inside the tree. Okay. Nice. And got a good cross beam going. We're getting close. Getting close to how I want this to be. Trying to decide if I want it to be open on top or not. Oh, that's right. We did 250 for these. Whoa. Ah, where did I go? Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Yo, what's up, Jaden? Do I build recreations? I do not build recreations, usually. I mean, A lot of times what I'll do is I'll do like stuff inspired by real life things. Like I'll do coasters inspired by real coasters, but I try to avoid recreations because A, there are people who are way better at it than I, so like there's not really a niche for it there. But the other reason is just like I don't like boxing myself in like that, and I prefer to build things that like what I try to shoot for usually with my builds is I try to go for something that doesn't exist in real life but could. Um, and so I try to go for like realistic designs but not straight copies of anything that already exists, if that makes sense. Actually, yeah, it probably should be coming out of the middle like that. Okay, so these are the roof supports. The actual roof. I feel like where's just the this guy? I feel like just a couple of these guys would be work super well. Yeah. And then kind of mimic the support structure this way. Cross beams. Have these. Just put it right over here. Then I think I'll add like lights down the middle of this. This here to put the lights on. Okay. I'm actually glad it's dark now. So, okay, so we got good lighting all down here. We don't have great lighting in the pirate section. Okay. So all of this is pretty fine. And I know these buildings are already well lit. Yeah. Okay. I can work with that. This. Yeah, that's all well lit. Okay. So we don't have too much lighting work still to do. We can definitely put more accent lights on this coaster. So I'll wait until it's a little darker. Just try to finish this out for now. I think what else is missing here? Oh, I know. Here. By 1. Actually, no, by 3. Boom. We'll move that to... Nice. Then will also just be used to fill up these gaps. Fit the theming a bit better. These two need to actually come forward a bit. What's up, Shocktar? Hello, hello. Did I miss something? Let's see. Right. Okay, then next, we need to cover up these little gaps. So, this. This. Yeah, this will just have to come like that, I guess. Okay. So now it needs lights. Yes. Perfect. Perfect length, too. No! There we go. Okay. Nice. This guy. This would be maybe just a little bit bigger. Yeah, just like a tad bigger. There we go. This also needs to be nice. This also needs to be. Damn it, I keep twitching my finger and hit it right click on accident and deleting it after I've already moved it. It'd be really nice if I could get it on. Nice. I think that looks pretty good. I feel like there's probably a few more touches I could add to it. I feel like it needs some lights going up the side, which we could probably add those flower lights just kind of going up the side of it. And it would also kind of match the flowers on this building a bit. But now that it's dark, let's get in some lighting. We already have the light blueprints. Okay, no, these are all downloaded. Okay, those are also all downloaded. Okay, I don't like using downloaded stuff in the stream park, so we're gonna find like I have one of my own. Hold on, let me go into filters. Oh. Get rid of that. Source your creations. Okay. Now we go light. Okay, so I have the western one. Western one. Okay, I guess I didn't save it. I thought I had a nice, like, colorful tropical light. So, guess we'll have to make our own. We could just keep this lighting coming up here. I feel like that makes sense. And you save the tropical light for, like, the actual beach portion. For all these. Okay, a lot of pickpockets. We probably need to add some security cameras. Which I'll probably add those to these lights, because that's probably what they would do in an actual theme park. So, I feel like that's what would make sense. Okay, maybe not those here. These do give off like a lot of ambient light. It could be pretty harsh on the buildings themselves. So I want to try to avoid using them near the buildings. Or like right up against the buildings, wherever possible. That's giving off a lot of good light. Looks good. Looks good. Bring you over here. Looks good. Here. Looks good. Are you like super leaning? Okay, no. Yeah, have these light up the advertisements. Because why would we put ads here if we don't want people to see them? Please. I feel like over here we need warmer lights. Okay. That all looks good to me. Let's see. kind of fun. Okay, I'll have to remember that. Let's see. Maybe these guys. These aren't really like path lights though. They're kind of intrusive. These guys. We did a little. Let's do like a little 3-piece guy. Group. Oh, these are perfect. There. Here. Here. Yeah. You can also reuse these down in here. Put one here. One here. One. Even put one right here. And then we can just delete the back one. Bam. Look at that. And then repeats of these guys. Okay. Got all that. Good. Pirate zone. First off, these buildings need lights. I'm gonna go scenery theme, pirate. Okay, that's what that looks like. Wow, everyone's just so happy to be here. Everybody's so happy to be in Treasure Cove. They're happy because they see the toilets. They're like, oh, yay, toilets! Nice. And I want the full-size one again. Like, this is just gonna be the easiest. Did someone just say puss? Like, it sounded like it just went, pussy! Glad I checked. Okay, that's all good. This, I don't know how to light that, but we'll figure it out. So now that we've got building lights, now we need path lights. And for path lights, I actually think I have the perfect thing. We're gonna go with my Western theme. This. I legit think if I just take this, I don't even think I need to make changes to this for it to like fit in. I think I just need to alter the color a bit. So we'll do this. We're gonna replace this guy. We're just gonna replace him with the pirate themed lantern, which is this guy. Which means that this needs to be slightly more orange. Nice. Then this can be our path light for... need to add and we'll obviously need to add building lights to this building as well, but right now just focus on getting this path nice and lit up. Your Nintendo died? No! No! Not the Nintendo. Oh, gosh. I hope you were able to save the world you were working on. And if you weren't, then I apologize for just adding insult to injury or making you realize that you forgot to save the world that you were working on. Alright, who knows what we're going to do over here. So we'll just kind of leave that like that for now. Then... I'm only going to really put these where they make sense, because we can do supplementary lighting later. There we go. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making the moment worse. Changing the subject. Look at how cool this restaurant looks. The outside may not be lit, but look how nicely lit. Doesn't this look super cozy? Don't you just want to eat here and forget about the fact that you forgot to save your Mario Maker world? Okay, more lights. We've got building lights, we've got path lights. Now we need to make accent and supplementary lights. So we're gonna use this guy. It's kind of really obtrusive. Yeah, we can put little bushes and shit to kind of cover these lights. Hmm. Okay. Um. uh, nice. Just to add some good ambiance, you know? Like if we threw one back here, that way, one like here. And then one like throw this up here. Hell yeah. Treasure Cove. Coming through. Looks lovely. Okay. Now we need these. These need to go down here. Like, hell yeah. Then Dude, this looks dope now. That looks dope now. Hell yeah. Looks rad. Yes, you can charge a Switch. That is something you can do. It's a very useful feature, actually. Okay, now we just gotta give this over here the same treatment. Yes, I like that it casts this hard light, like, right phase. Hell yeah, dude. That's how you light up a fucking castle. Okay. I'm pretty happy with the lighting in this area now. Pretty much this whole park, as far as like the pathing and like the major lands go, like it feels pretty well lit. All of the major areas have plenty of light. It doesn't feel too harsh everywhere. So I think that's all good. I think that's a great place to stop it and call it there and tell you guys thank you so much for watching. I will be back Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time for First Friday stream. It's going to be very exciting. I'm going to be playing Peak with a bunch of other content creators and streamers. It's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely come check that out. We do First Friday every month. It's a big group stream on the first Friday of that month. And that's Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I will be back at that time. Why not some particles? Ooh, particles. You just distracted me. I'll play around with particles maybe later. I haven't done too much of that in Planet Coaster. But what I have done a lot of is subscribing. And what you can do is, of course, subscribe. It's the best way to find out when we go live and when I upload a new video. I go live 4 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I upload a new video every weekend. This upcoming weekend is going to be Subnautica Part 3. So definitely come check that out. Make sure you like the videos, like the streams. Helps them do well in the algorithm. Helps them get seen by more people, helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I had a great time talking with all of you. Shakatar, it was great meeting you. Crazy Emma, it was great seeing you again. Jaden, all those other people. Bye, Shakatar. Bye, indeed. And with that, I will say good night. I need to go get some food and get some sleep. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. And as always, stay sponge, gamers.